Hello, and welcome to this guided meditation. I'm so glad that you chose to show up today, to set aside all of your to-dos and just spend this time getting to know yourself better. Before we get started, I want you to grab a journal. You can press pause if you need time to gather your things. And I want you to find a comfortable position, whether you're sitting or lying down. I want you to be as comfortable as possible to minimize any movement during the meditation. Now that you've got your journal and are in a comfortable spot with no distractions, I want you to open up your journal, and again you can pause the video while you write. I want you to start in your journal with a question. How am I doing today? Once you've written a few lines for a few minutes, you can move on to the next question. If I could feel any way today, how would I feel? Now I want you to take a few minutes and just free write in your journal all of your worries, all of your to-dos, all of the things that take up space in your mind. I want you to write them down. Take as much time as you need. Okay, now we're going to get started. Sit in your comfortable position. Allow your body to sink into wherever you are. Feel the weight of the day just melt off as you slowly breathe and just sink in. I want you to take 3 deep breaths. Inhale all the way and exhale all the air out. Now I want you to breathe in through your nose for a count of 5, and then to exhale through your mouth, making a sound for the count of 10. I want you to do this a few times. As you're breathing, let your thoughts melt away. Keep your thoughts on your breath. If you notice your thoughts popping up, don't worry. Let them go and keep breathing. Now I want you to go back to your normal breath and imagine that you have roots growing out the bottom of your feet. Imagine them growing through the floor of the room that you're in, through the basement, through the foundation, and deep into the earth. Feel this connection. Now I want you to imagine that there is a beam of warm light shining down on top of your head. Feel its warmth as it covers you like a shower, starting at the top of your head and moving down your forehead. Relax your eyebrows and your eyes. Let your cheeks fall and your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. Relax your neck and let your shoulders drop. We carry so much tension in our shoulders. Feel that warm light travel even further down as your arms get heavy and sink into whatever they're resting on. Relax your stomach and your hips. This is another area where we tend to hold a lot of tension. Feel it melt away. Feel that light as it travels down your legs. And just let go as you sink deeply into wherever you are. This meditation comes from a book by Saint Teresa of Avila. She talks about how the soul is a mansion with many rooms. So I want you to imagine yourself standing outside, looking at this mansion. The mansion can look however you want it to look. In your mind's eye, I want you to picture the layout of the mansion, because this mansion is not like other mansions. This mansion has many rooms, and it moves in a spiral towards the center. The outer rooms are closest to the ego, to the conscious mind, to the person who you portray yourself as. And the inner rooms are your subconscious, the person who you really are when all of the labels and the to-dos, when it all melts away. I want you to think of the rooms almost like a museum. As you walk through, you might see pictures, you might see videos or memories, and you might hear sounds. However these rooms show up, there is no right or wrong. As we get closer to the center of the mansion, the closer we get to God, the closer we get to our subconscious. I want you to walk towards the door. See the door in your mind's eye. Maybe it's big and wooden, or maybe it's glass or crystal. I want you to feel the weight of it as you push it open. Here we are in the first room. This is the closest room to the outside. This is the way you see yourself, or how others see you. Take your time in here. Maybe you see pictures on the wall. or maybe you see a mirror. Notice what you look like, what you sound like. I want you to notice that to your left, there's another door leading to the next room. As you walk through it, we find in this room and the following rooms how you show up in different relationships. As you walk through the first few rooms, I want you to imagine how you show up around friends and family, around the people that are closest to you, the people that you are the most comfortable with. Walk through each room and see the differences. Maybe you show up differently for each person. Maybe it's the same. Notice how these rooms feel. Do they feel like you? As you travel into the next room to see the next friend or the next family member, notice if the feeling of the room changes. Notice if you feel like you are showing up like yourself in these rooms. Now we're going to move into inner rooms. We're leaving the outer rooms behind. These rooms are warmer, more comforting. These rooms are safe. We're leaving the outer world behind and we are traveling deeper inwards. I want you to walk into the next room. This room is how you would like to show up around other people. If you could be your true self, how would you show up? Does it look any different? Is anything different in this room than in the last few rooms? Notice any changes in the feeling. If you were completely unafraid, who would you be? In the next room, as we walk through the door, we see a mirror right in front of us. There is nothing else in this room. But when we look into this mirror, it's not like the first room. We don't see the picture that we have of ourselves. Instead, we see our perfect self. The most beautiful version of who we are. I want you to look and see if you notice any differences. Maybe your expression is different. You're more relaxed. Maybe your hair is different, or the clothes that you wear. Maybe you even sound different. Look at your higher self and know that when they are looking back at you, they are looking with love. See the kindness and the warmth on their face. They know you. They know who you are, and they love you. You can spend some time here. You can imagine maybe that your higher self comes out of the mirror and gives you a great big hug. Your higher self knows what you go through every day. Your higher self knows the stress that you carry, the worries that flood your mind, the pressure that you're under. I want you to feel all of that melt away as you embrace the kindness and the love that you have for yourself. Let that feeling flood over you. As you release from the hug, your higher self walks back into the mirror and waves goodbye with a warm smile. I want you to wave back and turn to your left again as we enter the second last room. This room holds your highest calling, your soul's purpose. If you haven't identified what your soul's purpose is yet, then this room holds your dreams, your ambitions, and your aspirations. In a perfect world, if you could be doing anything, that's what's inside this room. I want you to walk through the door and take some time here, noticing what shows up. If the things in this room were your real life, what would that change? Do you think that you would be a different person? There is no right or wrong answer in this room. Only what you know to be true and what you know to be real. If you could let go of all fear and worry, what would be different? Notice how this room makes you feel. Living your dreams. Does it light a fire in your heart? Remember these dreams. Remember this purpose. Hold on to it, knowing that it is fully possible that you can live that life. Now we are going to enter the final room. I want you to walk over to the door to the left. And before you open it, I want you to picture the door. This door is the most beautiful door of all of the doors in this mansion. Imagine what it looks like, and know that behind it, this is where God lives within you. This is where we completely let go of all preconceived notions of what we think we know and just listen. This is where your intuition, your instinct, your divine inspiration lives. Place your hand on the door, ready to push it open, ready to leave those other rooms behind, ready to embrace your innermost being. Once you are inside, see a great expanse. You cannot see the edges of this room. Notice your surroundings. Is there light? Is there warmth? Do you see galaxies unfolding before you? Or maybe this is how you imagine heaven. Maybe you see nothing and you just get feelings. It is in this space that you are closest to God, that you are safe and you are loved. You are your most beautiful form, pure light, a soul. There are no labels here. There's no stress and no worry. Inside, there is only stillness. I want you to sit in this stillness and listen. Maybe you hear a message. Maybe thoughts pop into your mind. Maybe pictures or memories. Whatever comes at you in this room, know that it is only good, that only good comes from this room. Know that in this room, you are enough. Allow the thoughts, allow the message. Don't second guess yourself in this room. Hear what it has to say, what it has to tell you. I want you to place your hands on your heart and hold these things closely. Maybe you heard what you needed to hear, or maybe you heard something that you need to do, or someone that you need to reach out to. Hold your hands on your heart and feel these things. Notice how it makes you feel. Now I want you to bring your awareness back into the room. Notice any sounds that are around you. Notice your body and where it is. Notice the bed or the chair or the couch that you're on. Start to slowly wiggle your fingers and your toes. I want you to know that that mansion is always there, that you can retreat to the innermost parts of yourself anytime that you feel like you don't know what to do, anytime you feel lost or afraid. You can go back there and hear that wisdom. Take your time opening your eyes. Allow yourself to slowly come back. Grab your journal and write down what came to you. Whether you noticed something in the outer rooms or the inner rooms, write it down. Notice how you're feeling. Do you feel different than when we started? I want to thank you so much for showing up today, for taking the time to get to know yourself a little better. It is in the times where we feel out of control or worried or sad or angry that this practice can really help. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and keep this with you as you move through your day. Remember how you show up. Remember who you are. And most importantly, remember that the dreams that you have for yourself are possible. Sending you all the love. Thank you.